Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about national interest waiver. So this is a really great option for a lot of people because you don't need a job offer and you can control your own destiny if you qualify for a legal permanent residency here in the United States. So my name is Ruby Powers. I'm a board certified immigration attorney. I've had the firm for about 15 years, been practicing 16. We have a full service immigration law firm based out of Houston, but with global reach. Thanks for watching. So this doesn't take the place of a consultation. This is informative. We did this in English and Spanish. We want to make sure that we get this information out there. And it's a really hot option right now. In fact, the processing time, well, you can apply for premium processing, but the visa wait time is getting more pronounced because there's so much demand. Okay, so what is this national interest waiver? What are we even talking about? Well, it's an exemption from the perm labor certification process. So the perm labor certification is like you have to test the labor market to make sure that you're eligible. You can't find anybody else to do you can't find a U.S. worker to do this job. And so it's an exemption from that because you don't have to go through all of that process. In some cases where you hold an advanced degree or can demonstrate exceptional ability and can establish national interest elements. So you can self-petition, basically. So what is the advanced degree? To qualify, must hold an advanced degree, an academic or professional U.S. degree above the baccalaureate level or a foreign degree equivalent that is above the U.S. baccalaureate level. In the absence of advanced degree, consider the equivalent of a U.S. master's. So that would be a U.S. bachelor's degree or equivalent, plus at least 5 years of progressive experience in the immigrant's profession. Now, what does exceptional ability mean? Well, so if you don't have the advanced degree or the equivalent of it, then you have the exceptional ability. So a degree of expertise significantly above the ordinarily encountered in the alien's profession. So what does that mean? To qualify, the beneficiary will need to show a degree relating to the area of exceptional ability, letters of past employers showing at least 10 years of expertise. It's not just employers, it's also colleagues and peers and things like that. A salary or remuneration demonstrating exceptional ability. So if it's higher than, it's assumed it's a more exceptional ability. Membership in professional association, recognition for achievements and significant contributions to the industry or field. Okay, so to meet it, you need to have a proposed endeavor that must, 1, demonstrate both substantial merit and national importance, which also can change with administrations and what the focus is of the government. And so, but for the most part, a lot of things stay the same, that they just can tweak it a little bit. Number 2, demonstrate that you're well positioned to advance on that endeavor. So you not only have this potential merit and national importance, but you're in a place where you could move it forward. Like you're an actor in that space. And that it would be beneficial to the US to waive their job requirement, job offer, and thus the labor certification, and be like, hey, we need you here. And this would be something that the US, it'd be in their best interest to make it possible for you. So the general process is you submit an I-140 with form ETA 750B. Based on the national interest, beneficiary seeks exception of the labor certification, and you submit all of this documentation and the evidence. Now, since it's not current for almost, no categories current right now, then you wouldn't submit the adjustment of status or consular processing until it becomes current. So you'd have to do first the I-140. Now, another thing to note is that if you only have so much time on your L or your H or your F1 or whatever, you need to have a plan, because this is taking a little bit longer than people thought. And especially like when we have consultations with folks and then like they finally decide to do it, and then it takes time to prepare, and then by the time they submit it, they might be completely running out of time to be in the US. But the thing is, you can actually be out of the US and this is still can be working on you. They could be working on it, and you could just wait outside the country. So anyway, If the visa is not current, then you cannot file the adjustment status or concurrently. And this can be done through consular processing. In 2021, U.S. now places greater emphasis on the national interest of the U.S. when evaluating the petitions, include job creation potential, economic impact, and national security. They've updated criteria for exceptional ability, required degree in the field, or 5 years of relevant experience. So that's a little bit higher standard there. Processing times can differ, but there is premium processing across the board. There was a phased-in premium processing in the last year or two, but now it's current, so you can apply with premium processing with the filing fee and I-907. Now, this is what you need to know. We're talking about the EB-2, which is in the second category, right? So in May, for example, they are, if you apply in the people who are current in the May Visa Bulletin of 2024, they are working on the people who filed for national interest waiver for all other areas in the U.S., the world, on January 15th, 2023. For mainland China, February 1st, 2020. India, April 15th, 2012. Mexico is the same date as everybody else, the January 15th, 2023. And Philippines as well, January 15th, 2023. So what does that mean? So we're in May 2024. It's the visa for, not talking about China and India. Everybody else, we're talking about a little over a year and a half, so a year and 4 months or something of waiting for the backlog. Wow. Okay, that's crazy news because a lot of people, there wasn't much of a backlog in the past. But so it just changes. Now, again, we're looking to October 1st, the beginning of the fiscal year, and there could be a lot of visa movement, opening up. But again, basically the idea is you want to apply earlier as soon as you're eligible for the national interest waiver. You need to have a plan for if your visa expire, you're running out of visa time. And note that this is, by filing this, you're showing immigrant intent. And so you ideally want to have or been on a dual intent visa or know that, you've showed immigrant intent as soon as you file the I-140. So things to consider. It's taking a bit of a while. We don't know. Pretty soon we'll be able to have the June bulletin, but right now this is May. Okay. Advantages, approval rates are strong, but I think a lot of people are applying, so that's sort of watering it down a little bit. You don't have to do the perm process. That you don't have the burden of recruitment. You really can control your destiny on it, like I mentioned. So there's a lot of great benefits. It can cost money. It takes time. You want to, you can't downgrade to EB-3. There's a lot more backlog because we've seen this trend of interest. I think there's going to be a lot more review of this going forward. So that's basically overall what we're seeing. Now, the national interest waiver is a great opportunity. I'd say at least have a consultation to evaluate your eligibility. Maybe you're not eligible now, maybe you will be in the near future. You can sort of have like a roadmap of like what it would look like for you to get there. So definitely, give us a call, reach out, but share this, send it to someone who might be of interest. This is a great opportunity. You can reach us through Facebook, X, Instagram, newsletter, TikTok, website, email, and their phone number. So we hope you all are doing well. Thanks for joining us. We also, so in May, we covered best practice for affirmative asylum, how to obtain U.S. citizenship through naturalization, the military parole in place, and what is a national interest waiver. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.